Hey everybody, Boris Schlossberg. Welcome to our Forex Daily Technicals for 7/19 Dollar Yen Breakout. As always, trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk that are suitable for investors. I ask you to take a look at this disclaimer and read the information very carefully to understand all the risks associated with trading Forex on margin and to seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. All right, we'll take a look at the charts today, and I want to start. Just bear with me. I'm going to pull this up. I want to start with Dollar Yen because I think it's one of the more interesting trades as as we start the final session of the week. Um, Clearly, we cleared the 100, which was bullish. Remember, I was talking yesterday that Dollar Yen was kind of setting up and looking relatively bullish. 100 was going to be a key barrier. We took out the 100. We're now at 150. This is a key area here as well. So 150, 160. If we can start to pull away, it really puts us on path towards the 101.50, which was the last piece of resistance before we kind of corrected. And then beyond that, if you look at the dailies, if this is a start of a multi-leg uptrend, it really clears our way all the way out to a possible test of the double top here at 103.50. So it looks constructive. We're obviously starting at the highs of the day. We'll see if we can get any extension over here. But the very near term here is going to be 101.50 if we can start to pull away at the 150 level to Dollar Yen. And that's probably the most interesting trade. It's obviously triggered off of pretty decent Philly Fed data, relatively same commentary from Ben Bernanke. Tomorrow, there's just literally nothing on the calendar. So it's all going to have to be flows. And of course, the other end of it, which is I think the more interesting end of it, is everybody's looking at the Japanese elections this weekend, with Prime Minister Abe expected to sweep both houses of parliament, which would give him a very strong working majority and kind of cement the Abenomics in Japan. So if you have further Japanese interest, buy interest in early Asia today, that could be a reason for pulling the thing towards the 101s, 101.50s as the night progresses. Euro, on the other hand, kind of tumbled back to the 31s. The euro is really sort of in equilibrium mode at this 31 level. 30 is support, 32 is resistance, and we're just channeling and channeling and channeling. Very little price action. It's kind of sort of very interesting the fact that we had this massive vol breakout when Bernanke talked about the idea that he's not going to necessarily taper anytime soon. That basically covered up like 4 or 5 days worth of price action, and then after that we've just been churning in a very, very tight range. And again, the levels are very obvious to everyone. 32 to the upside, 30 to the downside, and in the middle we're at 31, which is where we're kind of oscillating for the time being. Cable doing sort of the same kind of a thing. It's chilling out at the 52 level. Cable is sort of trapped 51, 52. But cable to really get bullish, you want to see 53 taken out because 53 is the last point of resistance. And if that can go, then you have a full run all the way out back to the prior highs in June. So cable also looks modestly bullish, and the fact that we kind of ended up at the 52s today, positive UK retail data, all of it supported for the near term as far as cable goes. And also, if you remember, I talked about euro pound unwinding from 87. Where's my euro pound? Going all the way up to 86, and indeed, pound did come down to 86 today. Of course, past performance not indicative of future results, but that was an interesting look yesterday, and it's still worth possibly looking for further outperformance tomorrow. And lastly, the weakness of the night last night was Aussie. And Aussie just got really shellacked right back down. I'm waiting for it to come up right back down into the 91s area. Just couldn't even begin to clear this whole 92, 93, and it just seems to be a cement ceiling for Aussie for right now. There's still a lot of selling underneath there. Aussie, obviously, if we start pushing down, going to be a retest of the 90, which is going to be a very interesting retest here. For the time being, 93 seems to be insurmountable, and we've continued to consolidate. Again, very little data into the Asia session, so I doubt it's going to be a lot of volatility. And there was some talk of corporate buys in the 91s yesterday, but still, Australia just has a very, very hard road to hoe here in terms of trying to make a breakout above this 93s. The other COM dollars are acting better, but not necessarily great. Here's Kiwi. Kiwi is trapped in the 77, 78 level, and for Kiwi to really get bullish, you want to see 79 get taken out. And the Caddy is doing better. Dollar CAD definitely, had a big turn and a topping out of 106, which we talked about ad infinitum over the last several weeks, and then is now basically made its way down to the 103.50. 103.50 is the support level here. A break below 103 really opens a move all the way back down to the 102, 101s here. A full unwind, a full cat strength. Certainly helping Canada right now that we're seeing oil at 108, and it's one of the reasons I think we're possibly dollar cat is acting as well as it is. And that, of course, brings us back to our old friend Aussie CAD, which I wonder if I have it here. Yeah, here it is. There's Aussie CAD, getting shellacked again, back to the downside, back to 95. So break of 95s in the Aussie CAD to the downside could open up another retest of 94s, 93.50s double bottom here. So worth watching on this relatively quiet summer night into the final trading session of the week. Wishing you guys the best of luck and the best of trading. This is Boris Schlossberg for BK Forex. Over and out.